All right, guys, we're back here. This is video 5, Trojan pipe building, Beeville BDA. I'm gonna take probably about a 5-6 minute video here, try to walk around this and show just some of the damage. I took a light walk. Like you can see some of the scuff marks where it's actually tore this roof up. Got some X's where you can see the product's now buckled. This is a fully adhered system. This is a 60 mil PVC. It has DINS deck, half-inch DINS deck below it. It has 3/4 inch OSB, if I remember correctly. And below that, I think 2 layers of 2-inch polyiso. I have to check all that out. But you can see from the video, guys, I apologize, I cannot see any of this. You can see right here where I'm pointing, that indicates it's fully adhered. You can see it. Oh, this is fleece back as well. So you can see right there more of the glue right down, 1/2 inch DINS deck. Looks to me like 3/4 inch OSB. And then below that, I'm getting pretty sure I'll have to follow up with some notes, 3/4 inch plywood. We can see a lot of where the roof's pulled loose. There's a lot of moisture issues, I think, that are causing this as well. But you can see the roof's TP'd up there. You can feel, like if you can feel right here, I'm stepping on the insulation. It has been completely saturated. The DINS deck, you can just hear it crunching below me, which means there's been moisture in there. Pretty much the case all throughout that section of the roof. I don't really want to walk out there too bad because it's not in the best of shape. But let's go this way and we'll come back to that. Excuse me, buddy. So as you can see, we have, I mean, this is typical tornado damage. Debris hit and came up. You can see it all right through here. This side of the roof fared better, ironically, than the other side. That's where it pulled loose. There was a section there we talked about early on that had just pulled off of there. We did a test square up here, just testing some options, probably about a year ago. You can see where it's been ripped up. And I think we chose that area right there because it had actually been torn up as well, but I don't have any documentation of that. You can actually see scuff marks through here, the scuff mark there where it slid that PVC. It's gonna cause premature wear. You can see drag marks all through here. Today is the 4th, I think, of July, 2020. So it's probably about noon right now. So you can see more tornado damage. It split it here, and you can start to feel moisture seeping in along here. Scuff marks there. Just really sustained a lot of damage. Wanted to produce this video because there's some contrasting information out there that the roof has been re-warrantied and is in condition that a manufacturer's warranty. I believe this roof's what, 3 years old now, 2 or 3 years old. 20-year system up here currently. So you can see here I marked, you can see the wrinkles all the way through. This did not exist a year ago, which was about the last time I was on there. You can see it's starting to buckle up here. Again, this is fully adhered, so it should not be buckling. You can see a plate screw that's starting to pop. More buckling here, all indicators of moisture. You can see the TPO is buckled there, or the DINS deck, whatever it is. And then you can just see more buckling all through. If you really get to look and you're starting to see it run up and down in a pattern all the way through, again, I think it's a good indicator of moisture. You see a lot of areas like this right here. I'll try to show it again from this angle. I'm gonna guess that 65% of this roof here, when we get over there, you'll see where the product started to let go. It's gonna continue to migrate this way. You can see plate screw pops. That's what you see, you know, the TP looking things out there, all plate screws that have let go. You can see areas like this we removed some of that early on and did just temporary repairs. Got a spot there. So we start right into about where I stopped here. If you look to the end, this is where we're starting to feel the dens deck really change. You can see some blistering and buckling here. So it's actually gonna run right up this line is kind of where we've seen it move over to. And then we get over to here, and I don't wanna work just on a whole lot of this, but I don't know if you guys can see that. That's not just the OSB that's down. That's not the dens deck. That feels like the ISO board has popped up all the way as well. I don't know what's under this and how much moisture's got under there for the deck below, but I can't imagine it's good. You can actually see water standing over here. You can see holes there. This thing is just like a giant sail. It needs a good storm, and it looks like it should all just come free and pull off in one huge piece. So without walking too much, you can see I marked some pops there. That's ISO board as well. Most of this feels like the ISO board through here. This percentage has popped loose. On the other side, feels like mostly dens deck to me. Without coring it to get in there, it's not really possible to know, but I can't imagine at this point with all the moisture under there that the ISO board's any good anyway, so I don't see the point. You can see, ooh, a little soft right there. You can see it's blistered up. I mean, we're probably 6 inches, 7 inches up there, about 4 inches probably right there. A couple inches here, 3 or 4 inches right in this arena. And from my notes on my first one, this area is where they experienced the worst of the damage. I'm not sure who slit a core and cored it there and didn't fix it. But you can clearly see the outlines of all of the dens deck right here. And you see some areas like this feels pretty good, but right over here on the corner, you can see where it's in not such good shape. Areas like this feel really, really soft. I'd like to get in the Trojan pipe and just take a look at the damage there. My personal assessment at this point is all this is going to get torn off right back down to the wood deck. We need to inspect the wood, fix what's bad below it, and then go back with the same system or something comparable. This side over here, not showing as much damage, but with what we're seeing for uplift and then moisture under there, I really think it's the only prudent way to go about this and make sure we do it and do it well and get the problems fixed. This is, I believe this is video 6 maybe. This is over Trojan pipe. This is the PVC roof at the Beeville BDA.